Okay, spells. I should level up first. Do we get more spells when we level? Level doesn't. Yeah, there's a cute doggo there. I don't think a level includes a rest.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Oh, I'm going to take a point in Ranger for us. Which is pretty straightforward. We're going to be full Ranger. We don't get any ability points. We do get to put 4 points though into skills. I really should stop eating these, but they're so good. Alright, down to business. We're not going stealth, so we're going to probably just stick with our other points we've gotten. Why are you not responding? Hey, Ox. I'm really liking it. I had a lot of fun yesterday. I went in completely blind and just played around. But got to a point of trouble. Put the difficulty down and sort of got through. And as much as I, for the moment, enjoyed the improvement, afterwards I'm like, I really didn't like the combat because it was so because I had to put the difficulty down. So, but if you like developing proper characters and not mucking around, or if you just really love story, the story's great. But if you like the sort of the P&P tabletop type of combat and things, yeah, totally would recommend that. Why is I do want to get mobility up as well, but I don't know how high. All right. My notes aren't working for some reason. Hello, notes. So we do have a couple of levels we have to do up. Oh. Probably want to try and keep them all as low as persuasion's always good as well. Let's try and get that one up a bit higher. We might have to do some movement past. That's fine. Using a feat is good. It's definitely going to be archery. And it needs to be precise shot. Rapid shot's all well and good, but precise shot prevents the -4 penalty. Which is really important since we have tank. Like, that's super important. Alright, one down. Let's have a look at Amory. I wonder if I could do it there. Maybe. I'm pretty sure we're just building her up as a barbarian. Yeah. So she's a law nature, we're a knowledge world. We want that because she's going to be the hunter in the group. We can leave her perception where it is because we're going to have perception. We definitely want the athletics and mobility though to kind of always be at top. I don't think there's any reason for her to have persuasion though. Oh no, we are taking persuasion because we're building into Cornigan Smash. And I think this is kind of one of the reasons that I'm not a huge fan of this style of building is that, especially without respec, is you get later in the game, you're like, oh, this seems like a really good ability, and it's going to go off, oh, my persuasion, which is still at 0 because I haven't been leveling it since the very first opportunity because I wanted to play the game instead of spending hours researching the system for my level 20 barbarian that I didn't even know I was going to have. You know what I mean? But for, you know, if you do put in that effort and sort of maybe give yourself a little bit of spoilers, you can start preparing for something down the track that's going to be pretty cool. Abilities, right? We've already got Rage. Her Rage power. A lethal stance, I think. Plus one confidence on bonus melee attack rolls thrown. Bonus increased by 1 for every 4 levels Barbarian has. So we don't actually get anything if we take that now. While Raging Barbarian gains a bite attack, if used as part of a full attack, the bite attack is made the Barbarian's full base attack bonus -5. If the bite hits, it deals 1d4 damage, plus half the Barbarian's strength. We start getting damage reduction at like 7. Okay. I'm gonna Rage Power. So we can choose lethal stance at level 4 when it will actually do something. So I think that's the key there. We take Animal Fury now. That's weird. Oh no, it increases by 1 for every 4. Oh, hang on. So you do get a base of it there now, but you get 2 points of it when you get there. Oh, maybe it is worth having then. Yeah, maybe that is better. Yeah, we want the +1 on attacks because we miss so often. So I think making sure we hit is just better. Yeah, exploits, and I have the same sort of feeling towards this sort of stuff, the paperwork. Mostly, like I said, having to forward plan, whereas instead of just taking, and I think back to early WoW, which would probably still be like classic WoW now or vanilla, where you had the skill tree, but you could see where stuff was going a lot clearer. And it was simplistic. I think that's why. Whereas this has it's a little bit of depth to it. And I think for people that have played through Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or any other tabletop game, you have already gotten to a point where you got to like the level 12 sorcerer and you were like, oh man, if I had started prepping this earlier, like if I'd started putting these ability points in, I'd be doing this. I could take this and it would have this effect now. Whereas by the time I get to level 20, I'm only going to have X amount more levels to pump it up. So it's going to be a weaker version. It's probably not worth taking. So next time they roll a class that's the same, which, be a bit boring if the next campaign you roll the same class, but let's say you do, and you start putting in a stat that doesn't seem very good now, kind of like what we did we put Persuasion on her. It's not going to do anything for us, but by putting a point in Persuasion every level, when we get that ability that we want to take that has a Persuasion base, it's going to be pretty beefy. And having that sort of that forward planning, I don't like having to do to play the game well, but it's a trade-off. I want to actually play the game a little bit more intricate, so to do that I've got to put some research in somewhere else. But I think maybe people that are familiar with the system would already know that. Either way, she's done. Who we got next? Lindsay. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're putting extra point of Bard in here. That we can't. at some point we're going to put in... I don't know what the other points are. Where is it? Is it cleric? At some point we're going to put in some points of freebooter. Much later, I believe. What are they going to be for? That's going to be specifically for... marks an enemy, giving a +1 to attack damage and roll... to attack and damage rolls against the enemy until it's dead. So I wonder how early we wanted to get that. So the issue with this is we don't want to get it at 2 levels because it's not favoured. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. There's a penalty at some stage for doing that. Hey, not a snack. You're welcome. I like playing it. Metagame, letting Panz research and leeching off watching stream. That's it. Yeah, it's not forward planning. It's hindsight regret that you put into action the next time you make a campaign and try to call it forward planning, yeah? All right. Yes, this is the only time, like, I'm not certain exactly when we put this, when we go for the freebooter point, but I think it's later. We'll go more bard right now. Makes things a bit simpler for us. Okay. So she's got Arcana and World. We have World, though, so we probably didn't even need to take the World knowledge. We could have gone somewhere else. That's interesting. Wonder how badly that's going to go against us. Maybe I should have gone Stealth. Too late now, unless you get a character editor, but can't... Yeah, I don't like doing that. Alright. Everyone gets Persuasion. We start putting Stealth in for her, I think. Let's do that. Use magic device? Probably not. Let's put that there. How much trickery do you want in her? Too much. Let's get that up. bard talent. Definitely weapon focus. Longbow. We want to get her a longbow as well. She does have a crossbow at the moment, so that's going to be... Why can't I get her a longbow? That's interesting. I don't think I'm missing it somewhere else. Why has she got... Why can't she have a... Prerequisites, base attack bonus +1. Has she not got that? Not cool. Oh, okay. So we have to take the freebooter if we want to get that now. Right, that answers that question. Alright, so... I'm going to go back. I'm going to unbuild that and actually take a ranger in freebooter. Which we're doing specifically for... Freebooter's Bane, is that what it is? Oh. Yeah, Freebooter's Bane. So we can indicate an enemy in combat, and everyone gains a +1 bonus on attack and damage roll. So greater chance to hit, and doing more damage when we do hit. And then because of that, that's still the same. Because of that, we can take... Do I not get a feat? So I don't get a feat because of that? No, you only get a feat every... the next one. That's okay. That's worth having. So it does all mean that she can get the longbow proficiency later. Alright. 3 down. Alright, Harem. We're not focusing too much on Harem because we'll have him for a while, but as soon as we can get Valerie and then Octavia, we're going to give him the boot. But we will like to, make him a bit stronger for the next fight. We're just going to go straight cleric. We can have a religion law. Use magic device. Oh no, Lindsay's got that. Needs perception for something. He doesn't get very many skill points, do you there? Actually, let's get you those. That'll give you 4, and we're going to need that anyway. Wow, you don't get much, Harem. Level 2 clerics get not much. Alright, that's good though. So there's going to be a fight soon. Just need to work out. Do we want to heal or do we want to...
Was lost in thought.
Use a spell. Could just use one of the spells. We do have a few potions though. Not as many as I'd like to have. Let's use one of his heals. Everybody beat in the town here, please. Harem can do your thing. Do your shiny thing, Harem. We're going to be resting after the combat, so I'd rather be... We're not going to be doing that afterwards either, so we may as well just fully pump up, yeah? One more. We're going to use it during combat. I think if we use it during combat, we're probably dead. Yeah, let's... Oh, that one was weak, Harem.
What you want?
Alright, that's good. Alright, let's go get some loot then. I don't know how they're zooming in on this fight, I can't remember. It's a heavy base. There is no spoon.
Step, step, step!
I wrote it like I saw it.
Let's shake a leg! Time becomes distance.
Just letting the ink dry.
Nothing down there?
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Does it really though?
The end draws near.
The end draws near. Such a pessimist, Harem. Go steal some loot. Ooh. I mean, gather some things for
Done with
us
waiting.
to sell. Like to see your goods. And sell you some of the stuff that I took from around your place. Wow, composite longbow is going to cost 400. Although she probably shouldn't be taking a composite. Well, maybe she gets a composite longbow. I just sold him a whole bunch of stuff. Huh. Probably should have checked that. Hold on to the masterwork longsword. I wonder if Lindsay can use that. Lindsay, can you use a heavy crossbow? You can. What's the difference? It's a D10 instead of a D6? Oh, I mean, why not? Pulls this cannon out from over her shoulders. I think we're ready to go then. Get a save up. Ready for a fight.
What troubles you?
She'll be using that. He'll get off a bless. Hopefully you can get your spell off this time, Harem. Okay. Right. Save Panz. Put in all that work. I want to reload before all that.